42 years ago, on Mother's Day weekend in 1968, men and women from all over the country took up residence for a month in Washington, D.C. as part of the Poor People's Campaign. On May 12, 1968, 37 days after Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was murdered, thousands of women led by Coretta Scott King formed the first wave of demonstrators in what would be the last movement organized by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He had the vision to bring together poor people of all races to make visible the plight of poverty. It was not meant to be a sit-in, but a live-in. The following day, Resurrection City, a temporary settlement of tents and shacks, was built on the mall in Washington, D.C. Somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 people lived in the shantytown that was Resurrection City during the campaign, seen by King as the next chapter in the struggle for genuine equality. At an early planning meeting, King described the Poor People's Campaign as the beginning of a new cooperation, understanding, and a determination by poor people of all colors and backgrounds to assert and win their right to a decent life and respect for their culture and dignity. Yes, desegregation and the right to vote were essential, but King believed that African Americans and other minorities would never truly realize full citizenship until they had economic security. When asked about the campaign's goals, King said, "It's as pure as a man needing an income to support his family." King predicted that attacking poverty would be much more difficult than earlier civil rights campaigns. On June 25, 1967, King gave a speech at Victory Baptist Church in Los Angeles. "We aren't really struggling to integrate a lunch counter now," he said. "We're struggling to get some money to be able to buy a hamburger or a steak when we get to the counter." The struggle for economic equality would cost a lot more than the fight to defeat Jim Crow segregation, and may even have costed him his life. It didn't cost the nation one penny to integrate lunch counters. It didn't cost the nation one penny to guarantee the right to vote. The problems that we are facing today will cost the nation billions of dollars. Dr. Martin Luther King, still timely and appropriate. Campaign by Hakim Bellamy. I came in the door, I said it before, I never let the mic magnetize me no more, but it's biting me, fighting me, inviting me to rhyme. I can't hold it back, I'm looking for the line, taking off my coat, clearing my throat. My rhyme will be kicking it until I hit my last note. My mind arranged to find all kinds of ideas. Self-esteem makes it seem like a thought that took years to build, but still say a rhyme after the next one. Prepared, never scared, I'll just bless one. And you know that I'm the soloist, so Eric Biehl make them clap to this. I don't bug out or chill or be acting ill. No tricks in 86, yo, it's time to build. Eric be easy on the cut, no mistakes allowed. Cause to me, MC means move the crowd. It's funny. Cheers never remind me of freedom. We once get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. We once lunch counters sat in only to feast to field day elections. Now we sit out. Went from at the table back to outhouse. Sometimes it feels like we're giving our freedom backwards, even letting them keep the change. Speaking of receipts, we joked as boombox of cardboard, boxless man, boxcar man, no b-boy, but bebopping up the bump pop radio right next to us, and young of mutt and motley, mothers and fathers, little black boys and white girls, Jews and Gentiles, turning kings' dreams into promises. Commercial break. Brother with camera chuckles, what better way to celebrate Martin Luther King Day than buying shit? Capoeira couple, different shades of brown in Brazil, laugh along like MLK and capitalism go together oh so well. Like dead is the only way Dr. King would ever be for sale. Because when people die, our presidents ask us to buy. Laugh like, yo, Dr. King was all about sales, son. Free is the ultimate sale price. We gonna keep slashing prices till it's free at last. It's funny. The chairs are set up in rows on Civic Plaza, waiting for people to reenact revolutions without muskets and wigs, but with walking and singing. Not with fire and fists, but with hand-holding and kids. And the chairs are empty now, and in rows that remind me of funerals, not freedom. January 5th, 2011. Sky so clear he could see us from there. Perfect weather to hold a fake demonstration in his honor. I'm sure it looked awkward without the fire hoses, batons, blood, and barking. Maybe we'll get him a real one for his birthday next year. Yo, what's Dr. King's favorite month? March. You thought I was going to say like Black History Month or something, right? And the parade descended on the plaza with the sound of bitter rain, hoping for a better rain, political leaders and public officials in tow. It sounded just like one of those spring showers, the pitter-patter of feet and soles, the marches, the April storms of shell and cartridges, the May of campaigns. And what's funny is as the poor people filled the chairs to remember, the poorer people left because they were reminded that there is no permit for poverty, that their blacktop paralyzation may never fertilize into a grassroots movement because there has been nothing truly groundbreaking since '68. And the ceiling is in great shape, and they don't see themselves getting past it or out of this anytime soon. But he didn't move. He sort of presided like a bambata, like a DJ, stationary in a sea of people, because someone's got to have their feet on the ground like Lincoln, like a judge, stone-faced, staring out across a mall of people, challenging America to find its conviction and keep its vow to be faithful to the justice it wed so long ago. Not King, that homeless dude. Homeboy with the boombox bumping dream music about capital and king and kings, another poor people campaign of sorts. He stayed and reminded us that this was his March too. It was January, but it was his March 1st. It was his May 12th. It was our elective. It was our economy. It was our capital. It was our city. It's like it was yesterday. He reminded us that over 3,000 people lived in the shadow of the Washington Monument for a month. That once we demanded more from our government, like live up to that shit you wrote in 1776. Like the only way to celebrate him is to emulate him, replicate him, imitate him, sample him like records 3/10 of an inch thick, which is the highest form of flattery. The I Have a Dream speech was chopped and screwed, mashed up over a house trance dance beat. After all, it is a birthday party. Homeboy homeless sat unfazed, still bumping hip-hop, still new gospel, poor people's music. Sister snickers, I feel like there's something wrong with I Have a Dream to a rave beat. I satire, oh yeah, you didn't know? Yeah, Dr. King used to spin records at the club on the side. Shoot, you know bus boycotts don't really pay. Well, he had kids to feed. Maybe he was following his dreams. Next year, for his birthday, maybe we should set up camp on the grounds of the Roundhouse for a month. Pray for a change in rain and rule ourselves like Woodstock. Let them see the mud we live in every day right outside their windows and force them to push policy eye to eye with our poverty. Let them see our next generation paradigm and past generation wisdom. Make old circles of ciphers, community, turntables of cycles of life and love and loot. See us borrow and barter and bloom. A flower bed of people across a graveyard of greed. Let them see that we are perfectly capable of ruling ourselves. In the shadow of their banana republic, we'll resurrect a city, a country, with our own anthems and states and singers and songs, even elect our own leaders. Hey yo, what's Dr. King's favorite song? Eric B. for president? Since Martin's gone. What does that even mean, yo? It means move the crowd. I don't bug out or chill or be acting ill. No tricks in 86. Yo, it's time to build. Eric, be easy on the cut. No mistakes allowed. Cause to me, MC means move the crowd.